Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Throwing right away on the game's first play. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. On now, Cade York for the point after. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
He'll find. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Giants.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a big... As it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's Wilson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. On the play fake, Dak to the left side, caught by Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over. And we had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. So So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now from the gun. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A 37-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
First and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. Pistol now for Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go 47.
To throw is Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. On the ground, this is right. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hut, hut.
They run again with Wright. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He'll try to run for it.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
70 Lions.
A give here to Wright. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Giants' first down.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by... No! Ready.
Back on the ground and back to Wright. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
On the give, it's Wright. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs. Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are back within 1. It's 7-6.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
At their own 30-yard line.
Hey, kill! Yeah! There we go! Right there! At 47! Good.
Prescott on first down. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Caden Ellis. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Cowboys 7, Giants 6.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. A carry here for Wilson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants will have great field position right around midfield.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On third down, they go with Wright.
Jalen Wright, the ball carrier. There is legal foul on the tackle.
The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants move out front. It's 9-7.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Dak going to throw it here on first down. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On play action. Here's Dak. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They gained 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This pass right side caught by Lamb. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air again. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's into the hands of Lamb. He is in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. York now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will up the lead to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Neighbors. It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
First down, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest.
Again, Prescott to the air. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll run with Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. They'll throw again. Dak. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Wisconsin. And a good return here. He is out of bounds, up past the 30.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Cowboys have it. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. York, good on the extra point. The Cowboys tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A carry here for Wright. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 60 evil. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like 20.
On the run, it's Wilson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
26.
3rd and short. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Here we go. One final play. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over.